Hi folks, the boys do it to us again at home. Let's take a look at this game coming up. I don't know how much more we can take. I honestly, it is so discouraging this year. Like, this was the year I thought something was going to happen. And this team isn't not just not winning. They don't look interested. They just don't look interested out there. I mean, when it was 2-1, guys, I honestly thought the game was over. Really. That's how it felt. You know, they're just, our big guns just can't get it done, it seems. There's no aggression, not enough. You know, I was looking at, I mean, the bad season for, Tage had like shots today, and Peterka's been a good spark plug, but, Cousins, again, just wasn't himself, it seems. Maybe he's playing through injuries this year. I don't know anymore. I really don't. The one constant guy that will show up, it seems, game in, game out's Rasmus Dahlin. But anyway, guys, let's take a look at, we'll look at the numbers, talk about it, and I'll just, maybe I'll make another video tonight. I don't even know at this point. Okay, here we go. Okay, shots 34-26 Sabres, 56% on the faceoffs, 44% for the Blues. Blues are 1 for 2 on the power play. The Sabres 0 for 3. We had 14 hits in the game. They had 24. Sabres had 11 blocks. The Blues had 16. We had 2 giveaways. They had 3. We had 3 takeaways, but they had 6 shots on goal per period. 11-9 Blues in the first. Sabres looked good in the second, 14-4. At least in that number they did. And then 11 apiece in the third. Scoring. Neighbors makes it 1-0. The Sabres once again fall behind on home ice in the first period. On the power play from Bushnevich and Thomas at the, what time mark is it? The 12:53 mark. Not that early, I guess. We go into the second. Okposo, unassisted, makes it 1-1, and there's our offense for this game. And then Kyrou makes it 2-1. How many minutes later? Like less than 4 minutes later, and that's it. We're out of this game again. Neighbors again at 18:03 to seal it, put it away, makes it 3-1 in the third, and that's your game. So the more this team unfolds, the more I don't like them. The more I think they lack leadership. I think they lack coaching. I think they lack so many sparks, guys, this year, and it's hard to watch. It's just hard to watch them. Like, how many of you felt like me when it was 2-1? Did you feel the game was over? I did. I felt like that's it. That's probably all the offense we're going to get, and that was it. It's like it just doesn't seem like they're desperate to win. That desperation that we had for years is gone. It completely dissolved. Guys, it's been like this since preseason. Since preseason, we've been dealing with this disaster of a season. Before the season, I called these guys first place or second. I thought Boston could be first too. Buffalo, Boston, I figured, And we're not even close. And, I look at these other teams. Yeah, they're older. I don't get too intimidated by the Red Wings. They're like 3 years older than we are. I'm not too worried about them because next year they're going to be in a situation again, Detroit. So we'll see, but at least this year, the Red Wings said, you know what, we're going to go all in and try to make the playoffs this year. At least they did that. And the Sabres in Ottawa kind of sat on the youth movement a little too long, and they're both teams are paying for it right now. So I don't know. At this point, I just don't know anymore what to do. I don't think trading some of our young players is the answer. I just don't believe. I mean, I can understand they want to make a move. They want to shake up the team. I get it. But folks, I know, how long do we keep this coach? The team is dormant under him. It's like, I feel like Ralph Krueger. I feel like Krueger's there again. Like, I hate to put the Krueger title into this, but my goodness. Tell me I'm wrong saying Ralph Krueger feels like he's there. Like, I'm sorry to say that. It's how it feels. I don't see any life in this team. As soon as the team scores first, it's almost like we know we're done. Any game we play. Yeah, we had a few comebacks there on the West trip and stuff, but we were back home and we suck again at home. We're just bad at home again this year. And I was worried about the home record this year. The road record, to be honest, folks, I think is where it should be, about 500, a few games over at the end of the year. I think we'll have a winning record on the road this year when it's all said and done. But this home thing, it's like, I don't care if they can't play in front of crowds that are like under 14,000 with some statistics that were out there. I don't care about that. They should be able to play in front of 4 or 14 or 18,000. They have to get this thing straightened out. I don't know. I just don't see how we can continue doing that. Are we going to, like, all year long, are we, for the next 30 games, going to go something like, I don't know, 14, 12, and 4, and or whatever it's going to be, and not fire Granato? Are we really going to do this publicly to ourselves? How many teams right now would still have Granato behind the bench? I ask you guys that. How many teams would still have this guy behind the bench where we're at? It's a lifeless team. Like, I knew once I was watching this game, I'm like, oh no, like, here we go. You could tell today. I didn't get caught up too emotionally into it, guys, because I got a big thing in my sporting world tomorrow with the Super Bowl. I've waited 29 years. I don't want to sound like arrogant. I'm not trying to. But it's a long time to see your team win a championship. It's a long time. I know Bills fans are just dying to get one, and I think they're going to eventually with this bunch that they're put together, because they got the quarterback. So when you got the quarterback, you should be able to win the title eventually. And I'm feeling pretty good, guys. I'm feeling good about the 49ers' chances. I am. I know the Chiefs are a monster team. They got the monster quarterback, all this and that, but it just feels right this time. We'll see. I could be just with my head down tomorrow shaking it, saying, oh my God, did Mahomes take it to us today? Who knows? But I'm guessing the majority of Bills fans are cheering for the 49ers. I would hope so, guys. My goodness, that's got to be a bitter rival at this point. And you guys know, since I've had the channel, I can't stand the Chiefs, guys. I can't. I don't think there's a team I dislike any worse in the entire league than the Kansas City Chiefs in the NFL. Really. And they're not even like a conference rival. Somebody's calling me. Oh, I'm going to have to call this back in a sec. Yeah, I'll call this back in a sec. Might be important. All right, guys. So look, I'm going to leave it there. I think we need a coaching change. I don't know what else to say, guys, tonight. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully we can get this done. Get a guy behind the bench. It's going to wake up the Sabres, because this is painful. It's awful to watch. It is. I feel like that Ralph Krueger is behind the bench. It's how it feels for me. Maybe you guys are going to think that's too extreme. It just feels like it. It feels like a lifeless team. I don't want to go on and on. Don't want to be negative. Have a good night, guys. I might make another video. It's kind of late. We'll see. If not, I'll try to pop in tomorrow and throw a day out there. Have a good one.